my friend John.
Hello.
Guys,
Hey,
what are we doing?
plant.
What's in there?
We're planting. This is lime, hydrated lime. Keeps the blossoms from falling off, and it keeps your tomatoes from getting blossom end rot. And you don't want that. That's a black spot on the bottom of the tomato. Takes the pH up to 7.0. That's where it should be.
So my dad used to say it sweetens the ground. So it's
Yep.
more than that. How is sweetened defined?
That's pH.
pH?
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
another way of saying bringing the pH up to neutral.
So I know our soil here is more acidic, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Now, can you bring it too far over the side so it's alkaline, and by giving too much lime?
Yeah, but usually, just from doing it for 50 years, I usually guess pretty good.
Oh, you're putting fertilizer down.
Yep, triple 10
So it's magnesium, potash, and nitrogen.
and nitrogen. Yep. Nitrogen's for the growth of the plant, and the other are for the health of the plant, structure, and all the rest.
Now that the lime and the fertilizer's in, he's going to mix it together. We call it blending it in. And how far apart do you put them?
2 feet,
2 feet?
24 inches, yeah.
So that's like 2 foot lengths.
And these should all be pruned. If we have to prune them,
And why do you take off the bottom leaves?
that promotes top growth. The canopy, that gives you a nice canopy, protects them from the sun, and then you get the top growth because you want a tall stem, so when you string them, you're going right along the stem.
Okay, and we're going to run a string along with wooden stakes that hold them up then.
Yep. Well, just want to water them, get them off to a good start. And if it doesn't rain, water them, soak them real good once a week.
Just once
People overwater. Biggest mistake they make, and the plants get disease, and forget it. Tomatoes don't need once a week if you soak them, but if it rains once a week, you don't do anything. Okay.
You're putting a little spray on it.
Yep.
You're not overwatering them.
Nope, that sun will evaporate off the leaves, because since the sun's coming up at night, if you do it at night and the leaves are wet, it can produce disease. But
After the heat of the day, if you do it 6
Yep.
o'clock, is that too late? Could water stay on the leaves and cause disease?
no, you could do it like 6, because you still have another 2 hours
All right.
sun up.
The problem, you said people overwater them,
Overwater them, yep.
and they get disease on the bottom of the leaves and spots on the tomatoes, and
Yep, you get blossom end rot, and you get the bacteria, and it rots the root sometimes too.
so right now they're about the height of my hand, and later they'll grow about that high. They'll be about the height of that wheelbarrow. You can see the difference in the bottom 3. Now, we planted these about 3 weeks ago,
Right?
and look how tall they are.
Yeah,
They're much taller.
they're strong. Yeah.
They were probably 6 inches, and this guy's over a foot, maybe 15 inches.
Look at that. There's a grape tomato popping out. Look at that guy.
Okay.
Matter of
So-
fact, we'll fertilize too. The other popping out over there, we'll fertilize them this week too.
Okay.
Yep.
So you break off the bottom 3?
Yeah, and if they don't break clean,
Yeah.
use scissors, because you don't want to skin.
Okay.
You don't want to skin them.
You don't want to skin them.
But these are perfect. They don't snap.
Okay, so you're trimming off the bottom leaves.
Yep. Bottom three usually.
The bottom 3.
No, you know what?
What do you suggest?
This has got to come off. Do you have a little pair of snips?
You want to cut
I
that
don't
one
wanna-
away?
Yeah, I don't want to rip that one because it's so low.
Okay. So this guy, let's show the pruning of that, right?
Yeah, it's small, but we'll do it anyway.
Okay.
This will catch up because we're going to fertilize it. It'll catch up to the other ones.
Cool, and I'm gonna go get a scissors for
Yeah,
that.
little scissors. Yeah,
Okay.
be perfect. Yep.
We're here a few days ago. I think we were here on Saturday. And
I
it's
got
Tuesday.
tomatoes on them, so we're going to put the triple 10 on. The tomatoes are going to blow up and plants will take off. We're going to string them, and they're going to do great.
What are you doing now?
Just-
Why is this important?
Just cultivating the soil, letting it breathe, before we put the fertilizer down, so the roots absorb the nutrients and everything. So
Now, a lot of people make a mistake of flattening it down with their foot, and that's not the right thing to do, right?
Nope. We want the soil to be as loose so the rain and water can get in there and fertilizer can work.
And another mistake people make, it looks dry, so they water it 4 or 5 times a week.
Yep.
And you say water just once a week unless it rains.
It's extremely dry every 3 days. Just keep that the soil moist. Yep.
And you just lightly wet it.
So until it starts ponding. Yep.
Now, people would think that because it's a fruit and it holds water, that more water would be better. Why is that not the case?
So you can put too much water, you can rot the roots, and if the tomatoes get too much water in them, they'll lose the sugar content and they'll be flat. They won't have any taste.
I've had that flatness for years. So I'm glad we're here to demonstrate this, and soon we'll be stringing them up. I got some bamboo poles. You could use any stakes, but got these from a friend, and then we're going to use that twine there, and we're going to string them up.
I'll show you how we do that.
So you have some poles that are about 5.5 feet now, and you're going to drive them in a foot.
Yep.
So they stick up above the ground. How high?
Want them about at least 4 feet out of the ground. And we're going to go to a double knot right there. This is the first tier. As the plants grow, we'll add tiers to it.
Now you have a hole drilled in either side of that stick. What's that do?
That allows you to feed it through as you go from one stick to the other. This is how the boys in East Vineland guys do it. You wrap it around twice.
Yeah.
And then you go to the next plant.
Here, let me hold it up.
Hold them up right there. It won't matter because we're coming down the other side anyway.
Okay.
Let me put it through here because that's a tall one.
Okay.
That little one we can always push through later.
Okay, so you lift them up on the string later.
Yep.
Right? Right now you're concerned about going around the pole twice.
Yep. That doesn't matter if that falls over because we're coming back down the other side. Oh, I'm hitting that. And that double knot locks it in from slipping down. Then we go around here. And this will cradle the plant, give it strength to grow.
So you go around another 2 times.
Yep. Coming in the opposite direction. And this one will lay, if everything goes according. Lay one there.
I've seen this type of art before in people's places, but had no idea how it was thought out.
Yep, South Jersey tomato farmers devised this, I don't know how long ago. String your tomato plants so that nothing's laying on the ground rot, so your tomatoes don't rot. 2 weeks they'll be twice that height, and then we'll get a second, right? And we'll go all the way up to the top.
So you don't run the next string until later?
Until later, right? Yep.
Okay.
Until the plants.
Why wouldn't you do it now? Would it push up against itself?
Because you want the string to be underneath the branches.
Okay.
So to cradle them and support them. So let me just tie it off. A double knot, nothing fancy. But there you go. You got your full strength there. Don't they look better already? Standing up.
Let's,
you might have to persuade this guy to come out here once in a while and put them through there because they're going to grow.
yeah.
And
This guy will assist him through.
You can see the little
Herd
tomato.
through, whatever it is. Now
Yep.
there's a beetle on that plant. Is that bad? Right there.
Let's see what kind he is. No, he's a good guy. He eats bad bugs.
Okay, he eats
That
bad
particular
bugs.
type. Yep.
He's a good. What would be a bad beetle?
Colorado potato beetle
And
is the one that destroys tomato
is that the
plants.
red ones?
They're white with black stripes going
Okay.
long ways on their body.
Now what about the ladybugs? The orange
Ladybugs
ones?
are great.
They're good
They
too.
eat the eggs that the Colorado potato beetle lays.
So don't take them off your plants.
No, they're great. Yeah, that's why when people spray, they're killing the ladybugs too.
Next, we're going to put some fertilizer in. 10, 10, and 10. We started with that about 3 weeks ago when we plowed the ground, and before that we put down some lime, which sweetens the ground and prevents rot of the root.
I've eaten tomatoes in a week.
Seriously?
Yep.
Okay, lime is not needed at this time then, right?
No, I might put a little bit since we got all that rain. I might sprinkle a
And
little.
because the rain is acidic, you need to neutralize the acid, is
Yeah,
that
you
why?
want,
The pH to be 7. Now, I guess there's a way to test the soil to see where the pH is, but you know by experience, right?
yeah, usually.
And we're here in Jersey, the toxic state.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, when you plant, you can't go wrong. Put some lime. Okay,
I'm sure
This is 10, 10, 10, triple 10, as we call it.
it's potash.
You know, now nitrogen is 10, potash is 10, and magnesium's 10.
Magnesium.
Equal parts. But you know what? This is going to feed the tomatoes and the blossom, because the plants are, and it'll help the structure of the plant too.
Now, you're sprinkling it in between. Are you going to mix that in or just let it?
Yeah, I'm going to mix it in. I don't want to get too close to the roots. I don't want to burn them. Just a little bit, about 4 to 6 inches from the plant.
See, the way I would have done it is I would have scratched it all the way around the plant, and that would have been wrong. It would have been too.
That would have cooked the plant. Yeah.
Yep, it would have made it too hot and burn the roots, right?
The nitrogen would have cooked
Now,
it.
when you burn a plant, what are the symptoms? What does it look like?
Leaves will turn brown and black, and the stem will turn black, and it'll just die off.
Say goodbye.
Yep, that'll be history.
So here we are. These plants are about maybe 17, 18 inches high, and we
Yep.
planted them. They were about this high, right? They were about.
Yep, they're like
Maybe
6, 8 inches high. Yeah.
And one of the things I used to do, it was wrong. I would stomp around the roots thinking I'm helping them,
Right.
when in reality, I'm smashing the roots
Yeah.
down and they
Yeah.
can't travel.
Yeah, the roots can't spread out and get the fine roots can't, advance as far as get deeper into the soil. That's like stifles them.
So leave it aerated.
Yep. Every once in a while, like you say, you want to stay away from the base of the plant, but you want to scratch it every once in a while, maybe once a week and a half. But really, once they get established, if you see some crabgrass coming up, that's the main reason to keep that under control. You can cultivate it a little bit. It'll be grown tall.
So when will we add the second layer of string?
I'm thinking about 10 days.
10 days.
The way these things will grow. We'll keep an eye on them. Yeah.
So what's today?
It's-
June 20th? Around
Yep.
June 30th? In 10 days?
There's little tomatoes in there, big cluster of
See them. And these will last until when?
frost.
Till frost?
Yep.
Meanwhile, we'll post this and teach some people. It's not too late for them to start their plants, right?
No, because I'm going to plant my third planting 4th of July. That'll be it. That's about as late as you can plant tomatoes.
Okay.
And
And people shouldn't bother trying to plant seeds now. They should go
No.
to some nursery and buy plants.
buy the plants if you can get them. Yeah. It's hydrated lime, so that goes right into the soil. It doesn't have. It's not slow release lime. It's quick lime if you want to put a name on it.
So you did this for what reason?
Because we got that heavy rain, and I want to make sure it carries you through till the fall. Through the fall, it keeps soil nice and sweet, which is another way of saying pH. Get the pH right. So, yep. Let me say it can't hurt the distance that is away. It's going to go in its own timing.
And again, some people would make the mistake to mix it right in the soil around it, and
Yep.
that
They put it
would
too close.
and it'd make
again,
it too alkaline, right?
Not only that, that's hydrated lime is red hot.
Oh, it's hot.
That'll actually burn your eyes. It'll burn your hands. I just want to wet it so it starts releasing the nutrients in it. Just want to be real gentle with it. Now it's just rain, but still we want to.
And you put the fertilizer on the left and right side of each plant.
Just on the side. Just one side, doesn't
Just
matter.
one
Roots will
side
get
of
it,
each
yeah.
plant, right?
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm not going to spray them because I don't want to spray the plant. And rainwater, or I like to call it, when God waters, you get all the whatever's in the air, the nitrogen in the air, rather than your well water. It's so much better. So, those are wet, right? Both of them? I think I wet both of them.
Yeah, I've noticed when the lawn is dead, you try to water it with garden hose, whether if it's municipal water
Yep.
or even
Oh, the worst water is
Even well water.
municipal because that's chlorine.
chlorine, right?
Chlorine. Plants, that's an enemy to a plant, chlorine.
Nothing like
Nothing like
the rain that
You
God
come out and
creates.
see the, amen. Yep, the God created, right, yep. Let's see, where's it? Oh, put it over. Okay.
So we're good for 10 days.
You're good for 10 days now. If it doesn't rain within the next few days, right, you can, like you said, you can go along with that mister or whatever you, or watering can if you can't reach it.
Yeah.
The watering can, and just don't oversaturate it, but just enough to, it's nice and wet because the sun's going to dry the surface out. So
Right. Okay, cool.
I think you're in good shape now. That's going to be a nice, get down in them roots now, so.